Welcome to the vlog YouTube. I'm your host Doug here. We'll do a November wrap up on Friday. We'll do a November wrap up. I'll give you guys my top athlete in November. We'll just run back down through some of the headlines, some of the big games that went on. So that'll be Friday night. We'll do a November review. Tonight I'm going to start off with letting you guys know that I had the goal of getting 1,000 views by the end of the year, and currently I'm at 902 views, combining my YouTube and my blog TV, so I'm hoping to get that up another almost 100 views by the end of the month, so by the end of December, so let's see if we can do that. Alright, so I'm going to start off with some sports talk, of course, and first off I'm going to comment about, I haven't talked a lot about Tim Tebow lately. This morning on First Take they're talking a lot about Tim Tebow, how he's still not a quarterback. Stephen A. Smith. I mean, just talk about the NBA, Stephen A. Smith. You don't know anything about the NFL. You're never going to know anything about the NFL. So just we're going to talk about the NFL. Alright? Tim Tebow is a winner. Tim Tebow is now 5-1 as a starter. He's turned the ball over. He's thrown one interception. He's had one fumble. And he's just doing work, really. He's solid. Tim Tebow is really starting to come into his own. And I just like what I see from Tim Tebow. I think he's going to continue to progress as a passer. His passing's gotten a whole lot better just in the last few weeks. And I think it's going to continue to get better. And Tim Tebow is going to be a big-time NFL quarterback in this league in a year. They're going to keep running the option offense. I think he's proven himself. Second best record as a starter this year besides Aaron Rodgers. But who's playing better than Aaron Rodgers right now? Anyways, Tebow wins games, and that's all you got to do in the NFL is win games. So I'm giving the thumbs up to Tebow so far this year. All right, now I'm going to move on to just going to run down through the headlines, and then we're going to end the YouTube video, and then I'm going to stay on and talk some about Syracuse and Bernie Fine. So I'm going to continue with this. The newest news is that there's been a new accuser who's actually filed a lawsuit against Jerry Sandusky in the Penn State sex abuse scandal. Big news there. So I guess we're going to see what happens. That case will start actually get rolling here in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Alright, so probably one of the funnier touchdown dances I've seen in the past couple months is Stevie Johnson's Plexico dance where he fake shoots himself. That's funny. He's been fined 10 grand for that. I don't like it. I think they should have just left it alone. And it was a good dance. It was creative. It's not like anybody shot Plexico. Plexico shot himself. Alright, moving on. Bobby Valentine, of course, has been hired as the Red Sox manager. And some players are upset with it. Guess we're going to see what happens there. Big Papi still could be on his way out. We're going to see what happens. I think it's a good move on the part of the Red Sox to get Bobby Valentine, a smart guy who knows his baseball and can really turn this program around. Another source says that Chris Paul will not sign with the Celtics if dealt. It'll just be a one-year thing. Of course, we've heard big-time rumors that they want Chris Paul for Rajon Rondo. Could be a trade going down here if the NBA gets rolling. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Chris Paul is going to stay there, and then he'll be in New York with Carmelo after next season when he becomes a free agent. It's going to happen. Alright, next big story, of course, Mike Leach, former Texas Tech coach, is the new Washington State coach. Washington State Cougars got the new coach. It's Mike Leach. Of course, Mike Leach was out after he had a whole problem with Adam James, the son of Craig James on ESPN, after he was a lot of questioning there about his treatment of his concussion. Just a lot of weird stuff going on there. Interesting, though. Alright, big-time college basketball games tonight. We got Pittsburgh taking on Duquesne. I got Pitt winning that one. Kansas over Florida Atlantic. Got Kansas. UNLV coming back after a big win. I think they're going to get the win. Creighton in the top 25 again. They were a top 25 team way back when, but they're back this year. That's pretty exciting, I would say. And then, of course, we have Gonzaga taking on Notre Dame. Kind of an interesting game there. Notre Dame doesn't have their big guy. They don't have their big guy that was big for them last year, and so that's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. And of course, I saved the biggest game for the last. We have Wisconsin number 7 taking on North Carolina number 5. I think North Carolina will lose this game. In Chapel Hill, they're going to lose tonight. I think Jordan Taylor is going to be too much for this team to handle. Of course, they have Brust, too. Jordan Taylor, great point guard. He's going to be making some stuff happen. Wisconsin can actually decently shoot the three ball this year. So I think we're going to see Wisconsin pull off the upset in Chapel Hill against North Carolina. North Carolina, I don't think they're as good as people think they are, really. I think this is a big test for them. UNLV shouldn't have been a big test for them. They should have won that game, but they didn't. Alright, so that's all for the YouTube video. I'm going to be back on Friday. I'm going to do a wrap-up. Then I'm going to talk some about the Syracuse-Florida game. I'm going to do a pick for that game. And so that's all I got.